Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we are back in Kent. More precisely, in the beautiful city of Canterbury. This time, with a new mission. To visit a place that not only I can say it's full of history, but one that identifies itself with a certain history, the one of Christianity in Britain. This place was once used by Queen Bertha in the 6th century as a private chapel when she arrived in Britain from Francia, and there were barely any Roman British Christians here in the south. Without further ado, in this episode, together we'll explore St. Martin's Church. Considering this is the second time in 3 months we are visiting Canterbury, and I've already talked about the old history of this place in the previous video, which I highly recommend you to watch to understand better how we got here, when we talked about the Canterbury's cathedral. So I won't go much into the details about the old history of Canterbury, but very briefly, the Romans invaded Britain in AD 43, and somewhere in the 1st century, some say shortly after their invasion, they've built a military base or a settlement here in Canterbury. So for about 350 years, Latin was the predominant language spoken in this region. 50 years before the fall of Rome, the decline of Roman Britain started. And by the mid-5th century, it was history. Then somewhere in the 6th century, Anglo-Saxons took over. When it comes about the Anglo-Saxons in the 5th century, 6th century, usually they were succeeding each other on the throne. Talking here about the grandfather, the father, the son, his brother, and so on. You get the idea. That's how usually we're working back then in Britain. And from 589 to 616, basically up until his death, it was the time of Aethelbert to rule the kingdom of Kent. However, prior to that, it is said that the relationships between the people of Kent and the people from Francia, nowadays France, were really good, because apparently they have been found some luxury imported goods from the other kingdom in their graves. So in conclusion, the people of Kent and the people of Francia were close and were doing good trade. So in this context, Aethelbert of Kent in 580 marries Queen Bertha. And once Aethelbert's father, Ermenric, dies, he succeeds him on the throne and becomes King of Kent, and he will rule Kent from 589 to 616. Queen Bertha, or Bertha of Kent, was arguably the most influential Frankish princess in the British history. She was a Christian, a purely dedicated Christian, as opposed to Aethelbert, who initially was a pagan, but she later managed to convinced him to convert to Christianity after a couple of years. A condition of her marriage was for her to be able to maintain her practice of faith and her Christian religion. And for this, she brought a trained professional, Bishop Liudhard, who helped her in her role of becoming an ambassador for the Christian church here in Britain. And the legend says that Queen Bertha renovated a very old Roman building somewhere in the year 580, and she started using it as a place of prayer and as her private chapel, although some sources claim that Aethelbert renovated this building and it was received by Queen Bertha as a wedding gift, so take everything with a pinch of salt. However, this place is nowadays called St. Martin's Church. As some of you know, in AD 596, Pope Gregory the Great sent Augustine to reintroduce Christianity back to Britain. So he came here to preach. And previously, Augustine was a monk at a monastery in Rome. King Aethelbert of Kent and Queen Bertha, especially her because she played a huge role in this, welcomed him with open arms, and he got permission to restore several pre-existing churches here in Britain, among which St. Martin's Church. And although in the late 590s Liudhard dies, Queen Bertha and Augustine, who later became Saint Augustine, extended and transformed the old Roman building into what is now known nowadays as St. Martin's Church in 597. And apparently loads and loads of people started gathering at this church and converting to Christianity. That's how Augustine, shortly after his death, became Saint Augustine, and also that's how King Aethelbert of Kent became the first Anglo-Saxon king to convert to Christianity somewhere around 597. Queen Bertha and Aethelbert of Kent had also a son, Eadbald, and apparently the kingdom was split in two. And for a while, Aethelbert ruled the east side of it, which is Canterbury, and Eadbald ruled the west side of Kent, which is Rochester. And once Aethelbert died, his son Eadbald succeeded him on the throne and became king of Kent, basically for both Canterbury and Rochester, and he ruled until his death in 640. And it seems that initially Eadbald refused to convert to Christianity. He even married his stepmom, his father's widow. However, eventually he joined the church, he converted, and he also married a Frankish princess who was Christian. But that's a story for another time. If you can't tell already, I'm right outside of the church. It's surprisingly empty, and I guess it's good for us, right? Let's go and see the church, St. Martin's Church. Probably this wasn't the main entrance. From my research, I personally found another way, another entrance. So maybe this is the reason why there weren't so many people here. Actually, there is barely anybody. Yeah, so this is the main entrance. Let me show you how it looks as well.
Oh, okay.
Going that way, I cut across
Oh,
here.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I didn't follow the original route. It's much.
But this is a footpath. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it goes all the way. You didn't go the back.
This is the main entrance of the church. Quite famous online if you search.
Oh, not coming, right, let's go.
What you want to do now? Their side, you can say. You took suffragettes when you looked at that.
Yeah.
Or a woman that time, that was Victorian time.
Yeah. It's amazing to think that it's not that long ago.
No, it's not. 10 minutes.
Really?
Anyway, yeah. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah, we will. Okay, thank you. Good to meet you.
This is the front of it, the tower.
So you haven't been here before? No? Good. So I'm glad that you knew about this. I will find this.
But as you know me, I would prefer first to take a look around, and then we'll come back to go inside the church.
Yeah. Because I thought this was really impressive.
Wow. These tiles here looks very original, if I can say so, but most probably these ones were added after. A quick word about the tower and the church. Basically, the church is situated on the east side of Kent, just outside of the Roman walls. It is relatively a small church, however, for its size, at that time it was quite a big church. So the tower is 12 meters high. It's not that tall, as you can tell already. And it was added in the 14th century. And believe it or not, it has 3 bells, and the biggest one, the heaviest one, was added in the 1393, at least according to National Church Trust. You can see different types of stones that were used. I will tell you later in the video that some of them are proof that this was a Roman building initially, plus the Anglo-Saxons, the Normans, and yeah, this is why it's a variety of types of stones, because this church, as I told you, initially was a Roman building, very old one, and it was restored or expanded. By the looks of it, the nave, so the nave is the one that runs through the middle, and it's perpendicular to the transept. The transept is basically the cross that cuts the big part of the church, and this wall and the one on the other side is the transept, is part of the transept. Oh, there is a door here. I can see another entrance or exit there. So far, from what I can tell, there are 3 entrances or exits. The one we got in on that side, the one right in front of the church, which theoretically should be the main one, and it is, considering the structure that's there above, and also this one from there. So more than 1500 years ago, this used to be an old Roman building, probably another place of prayer, I assume. You can see some inscriptions here on this side. It has a lot of old Roman bricks. And what I like about this side, probably we are also lucky now because the sun is exactly in this direction, and I can show you better what I want to say. This part, again, probably you'll also see inside when we go inside. This part of the church, I guess it's one of the most famous and most representative for this church, because you can see there, I believe that one from there, you'll see on the inside as well, but this tells you that it was a door here. Actually, because I'm not sure how on the other side it looks, but I guess either this one or that one of them was a door which belonged to the initial building where Queen Bertha, you know, the building that she, either by some sources she got it as a wedding present, or she restored by herself and together with Augustine. So yeah, this is a piece of history as old as it can get when it comes about this church. What I understood is that the red bricks, the ones that you can see outside, the red ones, are of Roman origin. I hope I got this right, because this is very, very important. And the others are, of course, Anglo-Saxons. I'm not really sure what this one used to be. I doubt it was an exit, just like all the other ones. As you can see, even here, this part, you probably, again, because the sun is helping us in this endeavor, you can clearly see that these stones from here are different than those ones. As I told you, the tower was added later. This was the initial place of prayer that existed here for a long time. Actually, I believe that one was. I'm not sure about this one, or this might be as well. Maybe these two parts. That must be the old one. This might be a bit newer, and then the tower. Otherwise, both of these parts were here when Queen Bertha was using this place as a private chapel. It's a small tower again, not that tall. It's similar, the tower, I'm talking about the tower. It's similar with what we've seen in the previous video when we visited Sherborne's Abbey. These towers are similar because, as you can tell, they are cut. It's just a tower and nothing else above, as opposed to other churches where, of course, there are some additions at the top. This place, it's so quiet. I can't even tell you how quiet it is. I think that somebody put some music in a distance, but hopefully you don't hear that because I'll see when I'll edit. But I would like to be able to show you exactly what I feel when I'm here, which that would be ideal, honestly. Alright guys, let's go inside and check the church. It's so small, so small. So the nave that you can see behind me, it's 7.5 meters wide, so from one side to the other, and I guess 12 meters long. I think maybe it's 35, 40 feet, something like that. This might be the organ. These walls are so old, so old. This is the chapel, the place each church has, usually in front or on the sides. Some have more chapels, as we've seen also in the case of Lichfield or even Sherborne. I also see some faces which remind me of Lichfield's cathedral. That one from there, and even this one. There's another one there. Must be here as well. You see those faces? When it comes about the space around the altar, which is called the chancel, there is this wall which I showed you from the outside, which supposedly contains the door to Queen Bertha's church, which is now covered. If I remember from the other side, this must be. As you can see, it's covered with bricks, possibly Roman bricks added. And this is proof that the chancel is the oldest part of this church. And of course this is a cross and a statue of Queen Bertha. Very small, very intimate, a very intimate church, if I can use this word in this situation. This must be a grave from 1631, I believe, but I can't tell who was buried here. Maybe more people. This must be a place for the priest to sit during the mass. And that one must be another grave. So apparently in this church where we are now, in this part of it, you see, all this side, Queen Bertha, more than 1400 years ago, used to come and pray, and she used to spread the word, the Christian word and her faith. This is how Christianity was spread in Britain.
No, I won't say go left, go right, turn up at that bit. No, I will, like you said, find a specific place or a point. Yeah.
So this nave was added in the 7th or 8th century. Usually, as you can tell already, the nave, which is this side above me, is the longest part of a church, and this one is built with mortared bricks and stone instead of wood like it's normally built. So according to a book called The Architecture of the Southern England, here used to be an apse, I hope I pronounced correctly, which is a semicircular shape above, which churches have above the altar, this one, but it was removed, I'm not sure exactly when. So this used to be an apse, a circular ending of this church.
That's a completely different bit. I don't even know what that is.
But what about, so this one, it has like it's missing here, right?
Yeah,
Clearly missing.
bits, chunks taken out of it. Bits like this where it's completely
Oh yes,
worn off.
I can see these are parts, like you said.
Yeah, and then the bricks, and then they're all put back together.
When was this? You said 11th?
1100,
1100.
1150, yeah.
But it was here initially, right?
Augustine's
Oh.
Abbey or the cathedral. They're not sure.
Augustine's Abbey,
Or the cathedral.
older. Was it in this area?
Yes. It's always been in Canterbury.
Okay.
It's never been anywhere else.
So this one was initially there in the abbey, and it was moved here.
Yeah.
But you said this was a well, but now it's
Yes, the base is a millstone,
millstone.
and this was a wellhead.
So now it's used when you bring your child
Yes.
after a couple of days after
Yeah.
birth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That procedure, I don't know how it's called, but
Baptizing.
baptism, all of us go through that,
Yeah.
like all the Christians, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then every year as well, you retake your baptismal vow.
So it's a later addition, just like the tower, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's 13th century.
13th century.
And that bit at the back there. So when you look at this map, that shows you. So the red bit is Roman.
Yes.
The green bit is 597 to 603. Was built to house Augustine and the monks.
This one and this
Yeah.
one, the green one.
And then the black bits are the 13th century extensions.
So 13th century,
Yes.
13th century.
Yes.
Wow. But can I ask you, I read somewhere that in the chantel, how do you call that part?
That bit at the back,
Yes,
yeah?
the back. it used to have a round
curve, yeah.
yes, but now it's not anymore.
No. So this is the original when they done an excavation, what they found.
Okay.
So that is the original structure that was on this site.
Right.
It did have a little portcullis, so that first
It's here on the right.
outside.
Oh, outside,
yeah.
yes. I think
And
I've
then
seen.
this where the statue of Bertha is, up there, that's
Yes.
where the original entrance was.
I've seen a door, a shape of a door outside.
Yeah, that's it.
So the equivalent of this,
Yep.
this was basically the entrance
Yep.
to her church.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And it was, like you said, arched.
Oh, I thought, you know what I thought? I thought it's like in other churches, the arch is on top, not at the end.
Oh, I see, right.
Was it on top or at the end? Because this shape clearly shows the arch is at the end, right?
Yes, so it goes up and around
Yeah.
like that. So that's what it would have been like.
Do you know if the arch was on top as well? You know how
We
some
wouldn't- we
churches,
don't know.
they have arched, the part of the back, it's arched when the bishop goes, the father goes there, you know? So it also has this one, but from outside, this part has
Like a dome?
Yes,
Sort of like
exactly.
Notre Dame or something
exactly.
like that.
So it's a circular
We don't
here
know.
and also shaped like that.
We wouldn't have a
No.
clue.
So
We don't know what was on this site. So this, what is there,
Yeah.
that part, pre-580. So there's no records of what it was.
It's the old Roman building.
Old, yes.
Old Roman
the
building.
old Roman building.
Wow.
And whatever this was, before it was given to Bertha, we don't know, but it was big because they've used a lot of the tiles to recycle. To
All of
build
this.
These tiles,
Majority of
so
them.
like see the terracotta sort of tiles?
Terracotta, you mean
Yeah.
white?
No, not the white. That's sort of the stuff they've imported from France that they built the cathedral with and
Okay.
stuff like that. So it's bigger brick.
Okay.
But the orangey colour.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so those are all Roman tiles or old Roman bricks. These.
Oh, those ones are Roman.
Yes, and there's lots.
These
and if
ones.
you look at this one here, you can see very thin ones. Those are
Yes.
probably part of the roof.
Yes.
So whatever was there would have been quite big.
So it was used obviously to build
Used and
this wall.
recycled. And then it came out about a little bit into this bit here. So obviously this is up high.
Yes.
All of this is very low down in the ground. That's why that door
Yeah.
from outside looks so small.
Ah, I thought it's just a small door that you need
It's
to.
because everything was down and everything over years has been built up on top of. Because underneath, that's what it looks like.
Right. So before that was a normal door, like
Yes.
we could go through.
Maybe not us, we're
Maybe
very tall.
tall.
Maybe Becky could have.
Maybe, right? Okay, I thought it's just
Yeah.
a very small door considering the times. No.
It would have been
Wow.
probably like that. So a normal
Very
door.
small.
But then Bertha was very small, wasn't she?
I've seen the statue.
Yeah,
But-
she's a little person.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the tower?
Yes.
Like in this church, can anybody go upstairs or something like that? Are there hours when you can visit?
We don't.
Visit
No
the
one
tower?
goes up there.
No one go. Okay.
Very rare.
Nobody.
It is all boxed off. So up there's boxed off. From outside is boxed off as well. The only way to get in,
You mean it's locked?
I believe there is a little hatch up there. And there is a 13th century bell up there.
You mean so there are not
But
even
no
stairs.
one-
Not
no.
even stairs. Ah, you need a
Scaffolding.
scaffolding to
Yeah.
get there.
And even then, but there's nothing exciting up there, I believe. It's just
Just
the bell.
The bells must be
bell.
3, right?
I think there's only one.
I read that there are 3,
Oh, okay.
but obviously most probably you know better than me. Then
Well, I mean,
what's
if you
written?
think Well, yeah, look, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
So
there are 3 ropes.
3
Huh?
ropes.
Three
There
ropes.
must be 3 bells. Yeah. that
So
would
who's
make
pulling
sense.
these ropes?
We only have one person in the congregation that can pull them.
Okay, so that person is only pulling one.
Yes, he only pulls one.
Okay, so it might be 3,
I've only heard, yeah.
but only one is used.
I've
one
only
bell.
ever heard one bell being rung.
Wow. It's very, very interesting. Have you ever been upstairs? No.
God, no. No, I wouldn't go up there. Scare the life out of me. I don't like heights, so. But yeah, I imagine it's a nice view up there.
And very old. Most probably there's nothing, like you said, exciting except the bells, right?
Except the bells, yeah.
And there are any moments when the bells are being checked?
We rang them. When did we ring them last?
Like some specialized person to come and just check them.
Yeah,
Is there
we
any-
just did a random one day. We just tested the bell.
Tested by pulling, not by going
One
up.
person, yeah.
And
His
checking.
name's James.
Okay.
He's one of our deputy wardens.
James. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But sometimes, we ring it, but not very often.
Okay. Once a year maybe, huh?
Maybe once or twice a year, yeah.
Oh. And can I also ask you about the shape? I've seen the shape of the door.
Yeah.
Actually, the entrance is the same shape like this entrance, let's say. What type of architecture is this one? Is it Romanesque? Is the one like this? Do you know?
This?
Yes. Is it?
It's Norman, is it?
Is it Norman?
Is it Norman? This. Hello.
Normans are all the round arches.
Norman's around. So what's this one?
Gothic.
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 There you go.
Gothic. So this is Gothic.
Well, Gothic.
The style.
The style.
Yes.
Gothic style. Wow. Beautiful.
Cool.
Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome.
Like somebody wrote
Yes.
some Latin on it.
It is very old, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um,
You can't even tell the writing
no,
here.
it's disintegrated. Obviously, it's mega old. That's why it's been brought in here.
Was it outside?
It was outside, yes.
Ah. I can see Anne. I can see a name here.
Anna, yeah.
Anna.
So
Nicholson.
I'm
Anna
sure it
Nicholson.
would have been over Francifamia.
Reggie, Medici.
Medici, yeah.
Is this a family, I believe?
Maybe the Italian family.
But I can't tell if this is connected to Medici because it's like,
I doubt it.
yeah.
I really doubt it.
Wow.
A lot of the things that are added, especially this sort of thing behind you, the Victorians like to
Oh yes.
make things up
These
and
things.
exaggerate things. I mean, look at it. It doesn't really fit, does it? And certainly 1660, that isn't 1660.
Oh yeah, because it says there, Anno Domini, AD. Oh no, actually this is, it's written something in Latin about the year, AD
Yeah.
660.
But it sort of makes you think, oh, it must be really, really old. But
So
it's
not.
It's not. No, it's.
What year you said?
I don't know, Victorian.
Oh, Victoria, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Why
much.
not?
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Oh,
What's your
welcome.
name?
Kylie.
Kylie. Nice to meet you, Kylie.
Nice to meet
And
you too.
I hope you'll have a good day, okay?
Yeah.
Thank
me
you.
too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
Alright guys, I actually want to tell you one more thing, because obviously by coming to this church and being so old, I had a curiosity, so I told myself, let me do some research, but first let's find a better spot. Maybe from here we'll be able to see the cathedral as well. I mean, I see the cathedral there. However, the sun is right in front of us. Again, such an amazing place. And it's so quiet. I think I said this a couple of times in this video. And maybe I'm just repeating myself, or it's just me, but I feel like this place is so quiet. It's on a hill. You can see here this one, then another level, then that level, then there is a street, and it's going a bit down on that side. As I mentioned, curiosity of mine before coming here was doing some research about the dissolution of the monasteries and its effect on this church. What I found, for those of you who don't know, between 1536 and 1540, King Henry VIII, together with Thomas Cromwell, disbanded over 800 churches, stealing their goods and seizing their wealth, which was terrible at that time. However, St. Martin's Church survived because this was a parish church, not a monastery or an abbey. However, during that time, it transitioned from Catholic to Anglican, although it maintained its role as a place of worship. Well, that was it for today. A shorter video this time, but a place of huge importance. Today we visited the oldest church in the English-speaking world that is still in continuous use. A place where the Christian movement in Britain started, conducted by Queen Bertha, a true Christian like no other. Imagine the gut she had to move to Britain and bring her faith with her, while also converting her husband and spreading the word on a land she wasn't familiar with. Unbelievable. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Thanks for watching until the end, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one.